Hi, welcome. So first flight with the FIMI Mini 3. I'm dead excited about this. I've been waiting for this drone for ages. It took like, I don't know, a month to get here. I did order it with 2 batteries, but only 1 came, and the seller assures me that it's coming. So we've only got 1 battery to start with. Right, let's get it set up. I can't wait to see the quality of this drone. It's a nice controller, a nice chunky controller. Similar to the Potensic, but the aerials are, instead of swinging down, they just come out like that. Plenty big enough for most phones. Oh, the one thing I really like is you can leave the little joysticks on, because in the bag, if you get it with the bag, see them little cutouts. So it goes in there. So it's exactly the same as a Potensic if you're familiar with the Potensic. You get the cable, plug it in your phone. You put the little 90-degree end in this little slot, and then you just pull one side, put your phone in there, plug her in down here, and turn it on. Now at the start of the video I said this was my first flight, kind of a little lie there, because I did go to the Ridgeway and fly it, but because it was my first flight I had to calibrate the compass, and so I calibrated it. It took about 10 minutes, and then it said restart the drone, and I didn't actually restart it, and I had major troubles with the yaw. It's like the yaw was off 90 degrees, and also when I stopped yawing it would just go berserk, so hopefully that's just the issue with the compass. Right, so here she is, the FIMI Mini 3. It's got a class 0 label on it, comes with obviously a gimbal protector. There's the little gimbal there, 1/2-inch sensor. Now the arms fold out, and like a DJI where they swing down, these back ones just rotate like that. The battery, it actually is really tight, which is good. It's really snug, I'll show you that now. So there is the battery. It is a 2200 milliamp lithium polymer. So when you slide it in the drone, that's quite tight, and it's got a nice click to it. Let me get my microphone closer. It's got a nice click to it. That's definitely not going anywhere. It makes a funny noise when it starts up. Listen to this. Blah, blah, blah. I'll be flying today with the Firefly Strobe Platinum Light. Put that on the back there. I never know what colour to pick. Try not to blind myself. Blue. Let's go for green. Right, so let's go for our safety menu. Height of return to home. 60 meters, fail-safe return to home. We've got 99% battery. Joystick mode's mode 2. We've got an SD card, so we're good to go. Right, we'll be shooting on 4K 30, so the FIMI Mini 3 goes up to 6 frames a second in 4K. So we're going to choose 30 frames a second. We have the maps there, which we can put satellite, and it uses Google Maps, so that's good quality maps. Now if we have a quick look at the settings, you can do so much with this drone. So you can limit your flight speed, limit flight distance, I've got on no limit, limit of flight height, height of return to home, beginner mode. We'll put it on smooth mode for now. Precise landing, aircraft indicator, calibrate your compass, fail save, looks like you can change your home point, update home point in smart track, that's a good feature. FPV shows home point, gain and expo tuning sensitivity. There's our battery. Right, enough of that. Right, here goes. Let's take off. We've got good satellites, 23 satellites. And there's the little drone. Right, so let's see how steady the drone is. Yeah, to me that's, I mean there's no wind today, but hope you can see that in the camera. That is steady as a rock. I've heard of some people say FIMI is a bit like this, but that is brilliant. Right, so let's start recording. Right, we are recording. Let's go a bit higher. Right, so let me know in the comments what you think of the picture. So this has actually got a 1/2-inch sensor, which is, it's on the decent size. It's bigger than the Potensic Atom, bigger than the Mini 2, Mini 2 SE. Obviously not as big as the DJI Mini 3 or Mini 4 Pro. Right, let's do some flying. So we're on smooth mode. Right, yeah, so what's that image like? On the screen it looks pretty decent, on the FPV screen. Signal's still good. Right, let's go low to this field. And we will go a little bit left. It's pretty good. You can see the below 2.8 meters. Right, let's go. Full stick forward. Still got a good signal. Yeah, that strobe, I can clearly see it. Now we are flying quite low and we are 200 meters out. The signal's going a bit because of the height, I think. And I may need to adjust my aerials so that they're like that. In fact, I'll put one like that and one like that. Right, let's gain a bit of height so I can see the drone above the sky. There we go. So yeah, once again, what is the image like? Let's go a bit this way. And how is the exposure? Is it exposing the sky and the scenery? Let's raise that gimbal up a bit. It's quite a quiet drone, it's not very loud. Yeah, to me on the FPV screen, that looks pretty decent. All right, let's gain a bit of height. That will improve our signal. Let's line up the grid lines so we've got a rule of thirds going on here. Yeah, I need to adjust my gimbal settings. One good thing is it's quite smooth. They've got smoothing on the end of it. Right. Let's come on back and fly past us. So I'm doing a slow yaw, and on the screen I can see the little H, home indicator. Yeah, today's video will all be about image quality really. I'm probably not going to test any of the features. I'll do that on separate videos. It's got so much to this drone. It's got track-ins, advanced waypoints. You can plan your waypoints before you've even turned the drone on, which is a nifty feature. It's one of the quickest drones, mini drones. It goes 40 miles an hour. In fact, let's try that now. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on sports mode. Right, and I'm going to do full stick forward. Go a bit higher. And we are going 14 meters a second so far. Oh, I can see a balloon in the distance. It is miles away. It may not show up on camera, but it is over there somewhere. Keep an eye on that in case it gets lower. I'm going to try that sports mode again, this time a bit lower. Right, what are we? 11 meters, that will do. Right, got to be careful with this tree though. Right, so full stick forward. "16 meters a second. Will we get to 18? 17? No, we're not getting the 18. 17. Yeah, that's almost 40 miles an hour. You can see how quick it is. That is mental. All right, let's gain a bit of altitude. Signal seems good. We are 380 meters out. Relatively low flying, no issues with the signal. It's got a nice smooth yaw. How's our battery doing? It's good, it shows you the volts. So we're at 74% and 7.95 volts. Right, let's switch her back to Cine. Let's come on back and we will do a droney. Oh, that little H is so useful. Right, full stick forward on Cine mode. I forget how fast Cine mode goes, but it's 6 meters a second, whatever that is in miles an hour. 15 possibly. So at the moment, yeah, it's flying pretty well. I mean, let's all face it, nothing's as good as a DJI flying, but this is pretty decent. Right, better start dropping our altitude. Coming for a droney. %69 battery. Yeah, it's so stable in the air. Like I said, there's no wind today, but if you can see on my action camera, I'll show you that now. I'll bring it a bit closer. That is steady as a rock. Hopefully you can see that. I mean, yeah, the wind's probably about 0, to be honest. That is steady as a rock. Right, before we do our droney, there's a button down here, which I can't click while recording. Right, let's just do our droney, then I'll show you that. Right, it's best to lower the gimbal a bit, as is for a droney. And we're gonna push down on the left stick, up on the left stick, and down on the right stick. Here goes our droney, let's go. Making sure we are still in frame. Here we go. That is a manual droney. Let's go a bit faster. Currently 15 meters high, 60, 70 meters out. Hopefully you can still see us. Right, now we're far away. I want to show you the precision landing. So, we click and hold the return to home button, which doesn't bleep, which I quite like. Right, so we're going up to our predetermined altitude, which was 60 meters. Right, let's see if the FIMI can do a precision landing precise. Now this should automatically put the gimbal down, which is a neat feature. So I'm not going to touch the control. Unless the land somewhere else in the middle of this field. Right, so we are at home now. There we go. So it's saying landing pad not detected, but hopefully it will detect it. Right, will it detect it? Yes, I'm holding my finger on the return home button. Now, can we move the drone while it's landed? Landing pad detected. Here we go. I've not touched the controller. Hopefully it won't land on my head. Right. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to show you my action camera footage. Hopefully I can get it. It's nice and steady and slow coming down. And here we go. Hopefully you can see that. That's pretty perfect. Apart from the end, I think that's where it's not level. That's pretty good. That's in the circle. One good thing about this drone, it stops recording when it lands, which is a cool feature. Right, so let's take off again. Right, so this little icon, this little looks like an Android man. We click that, we've got loads of options here. We've got tap fly, waypoints, smart track, orbit, spiral, cinematic mode, tripod, course lock, fixed wing and SAR. Yeah, I mean, we haven't got enough time to show you all of these features. But I'm gonna do a Let's try a smart track. Now we got trace, profile or lock. I'm going to choose profile. Right, let's go back a bit. And a bit higher. Lower that gimbal down. Right, so it's found me. Right, now click go. The flight height is too low, okay. It's still got me, go. Flight height is too low. Too low. Right, go. So up 5 minutes up, it looks like it'll work. Right, start recording. And now I'm going to do a little walk. I'm going to go this way. Now, how well does the tracking work? That's working all right, but I'm right under the drone now, so I'm expecting it. Oh, look at that, the home point is updated. Now I'm going behind the drone, so it's now lost me. Will it re-find me? Yes, it has. And one good thing about this drone is that it can fly backwards during tracking. So I'm going to show you that now. So if I walk towards the drone, it should fly backwards, which it isn't. Let me stop recording and let's try a different one. Let's try trace. So pick me, push go and start recording. The home point is updated, that's good. Right, what will the trace do? Now will trace go backwards? Right, so I'm going to walk towards the drone. Yes, now trace is going backwards, which is brilliant because, to be honest, if you're using tracking, you want to see your face and not your back, don't you? So I'm going to the side now. Now, what about if I run back? This will probably lose me because the drone is quite close. Or fast walk. It's still got me, which is good. I'm going this way. Yeah, so there's a little sneak peek of the tracking. It works quite well. Right, stop recording. Right, we've got 43% battery. Been flying for probably close to 20 minutes. I've been recording for 24 minutes. Course lock. Now, what is course lock? Let's try that. Current course lock, 6 degrees. Right, course lock. Oh, I see. No matter what way the drone is facing, it's when you push forward, it's going to go the angle you tell it to go. Because that's confusing, because I'm pushing forward and the drone's going backwards. So, how do we adjust that? Let's try that again. Course lock. Use sticks to adjust direction of head. Oh, I see. You choose what way to go. Right. So I'm going to fly that way, which is south. And click go. Start recording. And now, whichever way the drone's facing, it's going to go that way. So I'm going to push forward and then rotate the drone round. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So I can always go that way. Let's go up a bit. Yeah, so I'm flying forward, but the drone's going sideways. And I'm literally spinning the drone round now. That's a pretty neat feature. All right, let's come out of that. Right, got a 35% battery left. Right, let's see how far we can go. Yeah, because I can clearly see the drone, there's nothing in the sky. Let's gain some height. Right, we're currently 250 meters away, full signal. Got to watch out for that battery. Yeah, this Firefly strobe light is amazing. It's so bright, even on a bright day like this. It's currently, what time is it? It's currently 5 to 8. Yep, can still see that drone flashing. So we are, what, coming up to 500 meters away, and to be honest, that's how far you should fly, really. So yeah, 500 meters away. It makes a difference, the drone being orange. Yeah, I recommend the green light because I can still see that. Right, we have somewhat low battery. So let's do an automatic return to home. We've been recording for 28 minutes roughly. I think the drone's probably been up there 22 minutes, which to be honest is that's how long you get with these mini drones, whichever one you pick. Yeah, please let me know in the comments what you think of the quality. This drone actually has a super duper night mode, apparently. Super night, which I'll have to try out on another video. Oh, what a glorious day today in England. Sunny. It's actually the longest day as well. The sun's still pretty high for 8 PM. Oh, I wish I had more batteries. I've actually ordered the bigger battery, what do they call it? The plus battery. I think you get about 28 minutes with that battery. Or was it 38? Something like that. Again, landing pad not detected. But will it find it? Landing pad detected. Let's try and get it on the camera. And wait. Oh, look at that. Stop, stop, stop. That is right in the circle. Hopefully you can see that. In fact, let me take my camera off. There you go, that's probably better than what I can do. And that's it, that's the first flight of the FIMI Mini 3, first flight of many. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you on the next one. Later.